What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another review video of a new release from Upper Deck. Today, 2022 Goodwin Champions. My favorite weird multi-sport set. There's a tiny bit of hockey in here, not a ton. It's a little weird for what I usually open, but this is one of my favorite sets. It's just a crazy set, as you'll see. Just want to drop a reminder for you guys that I currently have some giveaways going on the channel. Giving away 4, technically 7 boxes of cards, but 3 hobby boxes worth of cards, review boxes, a bunch of cards from 3 blasters of OPG Platinum. So we got the OPG Platinum blasters, a hobby box of OPG Platinum, a box of SPX that I forgot I had, so we'll give that one away too, and my review box of Ice. So head on to the OPG retail review video. We're open some blasters of that. A link will be in the description down below. Comment, like the video, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll have 4 winners picked out of the comments of that video. So like I said, subscribe to the channel, comment, like the video, like this video, of course, and subscribe to this video if you're not already, but make sure you like that video as well to be entered to win all 4 of those boxes. So that'll be coming up here. I think the deadline is coming up pretty soon, so make sure you're getting quick. Today we're looking at 2022 Goodwin Champions. Like I said, I've opened up quite a bit of the 2021. I love this stuff. Just a weird, just a nice break from all the hockey stuff I usually open, so pretty cool to finally have this stuff. And yeah, it's 2023 now. They just got the 2022 stuff out. 2021 was also super delayed, so no surprise. 2023 hopefully is not too far off, so they can get caught back up. But anyway, this was $150 at the LCS. I've seen it for $140 online, so $140 to $150 is what you can expect. 20 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. So same format as it was last year. So what the heck is it? Well, like I said, it's a multi-sport set. It's unlicensed, so you're gonna get cards like this that, you know, are a player with no team name or logo on there. But because it's unlicensed, you get a lot of prospects. We'll go through the checklist. It's a crazy checklist. You'll just see what's all in here. So all right, so what the heck is in this weirdness? So they say it's a 100 card base set, but in reality, it's a 60 card signer. So there's 60 different people, individuals, athletes, entertainers, MMA, like you name it. Only 60 signers. Then from 60 to 100, they say it's the base set, but it's actually just 40 cards that are horizontal picture. 60 people with 100 base cards in the set. So you tend to get some duplicates and doubles. Like we'll probably pull some duplicates just from this one box alone. But yeah, so they also expand the base set with another 50 cards, the splash of colors. So it's just the base card with like a flashy little rainbowy color behind them. Those are 1 in 7 packs. So you get a lot of those. Also 1 printing plates of those as well. There's platinum variants in here, which are like a chrome base stock. They either say Goodwin, Gaudi, or the splash of color design. Those are 1 in 7. So you pull a few of those out of here. There are parallels of the base. So Orange Prism to $4.99 and Cosmic to $1.99. Those are both larger print runs than last year. I remember pulling a Cosmic of Colin Moore Cow. It was like 65 or something like that. So that's gone up. But there's a new chromium parallel in here called Green Rainbow, which is non-numbered. That's 1 in 120 packs. And then 2 other new ones, Ocean numbered to 75 and Chameleon numbered to 49. I feel like they may have pulled some out and replaced them, so it may be a similar amount, but they seem to be doing higher print runs these days, so it's possible they just added some more. So the Goodwin playing cards are back, which are fun. They're different this year in that last year they had like goofy animals on them and like weird names for their goofy animals. This year they have the athletes, and well, not necessarily the athletes, but this year they have the base signers, the people in the set on the cards instead. So my kids love the animal cards with their goofy names, but it's more of an adult set this time. So you're gonna get a whole bunch of those as well. As same as last year, the aces are the hardest to hit. They're 1 in 334 packs. The rest aren't. The rest are all the same, 1 in 14. So Exquisite Collection also exists in here, which is kind of cool to see. That was also in Platinum, which is neat this year for hockey. So you get the Exquisite version of these guys. So the one interesting thing about this set and why the ceiling is so high, I'll show you guys the actual signer list here in a second, but you've got guys like Jordan, Gretzky, Tiger Woods, LeBron James in here. You can get exquisite autographs of guys like Jordan and Woods. It's huge. I mean, the ceiling on this stuff is absolutely massive. The floor is also low too, because you've got like chefs. The lady who won MasterChef is in here, for example, right? So low floor, but insanely high ceiling, especially for like a $140 box, a chance to hit a Jordan 1 of 1. Crazy. So the ceiling is crazy high. So anyway, Exquisite is in here. The base set for Exquisite is numbered to 99, and rookies are numbered to 99 as well. There's Gold Spectrums numbered to 10, and like I said, black 1 of 1s. Jordan's got 1 in here, so that card would be worth a lot. For the autographs in here, a few different options. There's the Goodwin autographs, which are 1 in 60, most likely to see those. Horizontal versions of those are 1 in 640, and then there's Inscribed, which I have pulled out of last year's. I pulled an Inscribed out of 2021 Goodwin, 1 in 3,000, so tough pull there. And as usual, just like last year, you've got some cards that are paying homage to vintage designs. This year it is cards that are the 2000 SP Authentic Future Watch, so number to 299. I love the fact that there's the hockey, you know, SPA is so huge in the hockey world, and then you get the cards in here. So even if there's only 1 hockey player in here, it'll be like a football player on an SPA card, which is crazy. That's why the set's so fun. It's just so weird. So then, of course, you've got exquisite autographs in here as well. Adding to the other hits in here, there is memorabilia, relics, and sketch cards. For the relics, some of them will be a Lincoln Memorial Dedication coin relics number to 22. So that's honoring the 100th anniversary of the Washington Monument. There's always some weird stuff in here. There's also casino pieces and things like that, or casino chips in here. Casino chip from one of the like torn down casinos in Vegas, which is pretty cool. And so there's also some hand-drawn artwork in here. The Goodwin masterpieces. The Athletics are numbered to 10. The Animal Kingdom are numbered to 10. Yes, there's animal stuff in here, and Goodwin Portraits original art are one of ones, and there's 90 of them. So like I said, there is some animal content in here. So last year there was like patches of like birds and stuff. This year it's bugs. So there's a redemption for an entomology oversized relic, a 5x7 card with 10 species of bugs on it. There are manufactured bug relics, bug patches in here. Those are in 5 tiers. So basically I'm not sure if it's like the more, I should look at the checklist and see if they're like the more deadly bugs or not, whatever it is, but yeah, big patches of bugs. So there's also splash of color 3D lenticulars in here. A lenticular is like those 90s cards where when you move the card, it like made the picture change. So those are in here, and those are also the bounty cards that are in here. I checked the bounty for the redemption for the bounty is like there's 25 red autographs of a baseball player. I think nothing too crazy there, so not really worth chasing, but that's where the bounty program is. So like I said, 5 cards per pack, 20 packs per box, or 16 box case. No inners anymore, no 8 case inners. It's just a 16 box case. So in here for the box average, we're going to get at least 2 hits, either an autograph, memorabilia, manufactured patch, relic, a lenticular, or a special insert. So autographs are not guaranteed. But you do at least get 2 hits. My last box that you will see on the channel, I got 4 hits. Feel bad because my LCS owner opened up the next box in the case that he still had kicking around. Just the other day he opened it and it had like no hits. So I got all his hits in the box before. He wasn't mad. He was happy I got them and he didn't, but still. And then to go along with those hits, we get 6 splash of colors, short prints and or Gaudy cards, and 6 platinum cards, either base, Gaudy, or splash of colors, which includes the numbered ones. So yeah, like I said, here's the checklist. It's the base is interesting. It's everyone from like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Wayne Gretzky, some like really hot baseball prospects, to some golfers. Will Zalatoris is in here, or Zalatoris as I like to call him. Some race car drivers, soccer players, figure skaters, UFC girls. There's an actress. There's a chef. So it's a fun set because you never know what you're going to pull. Now I should mention there are some people in the autograph set list that are not in the base checklist, so keep that in mind. You will find some, basically the base checklist isn't necessarily all the people who have signed in here. There's quite a bit of other autographs that are in here, so you may pull some weird people that you don't expect, which is cool. And there's also update autographs in here from previous years that also feature some people who are no longer on this set as well. So there we go. So you just never know what you're going to get. Like I said, there was more hockey. I feel like there was more hockey content in it last year, but maybe it was only Wayne Gretzky. But I like golf. I like multi-sports. It's a good set to sort of test your general sports knowledge to see who the heck these people you know. Guaranteed I'm going to pull some people that I don't know their names. I can almost guarantee that. I'll try my best. I did go over the checklist and like look some people up that I didn't recognize their names, so I cheated a little bit. So if I act like I know someone, like, oh, this so-and-so went 3rd overall in last year's baseball draft, I don't actually know that. I just looked it up. So anyway, so animals, there's a tortoise, Animal Kingdom cards, then also the bug cards, and there's our splash color cards. So similar packaging to last year. All right, and as per usual, nobody of note they don't put anybody on the cover of the package, just the words. Your pack odds. I've also opened a box of Skybox Metal Universe Champions before, and it's usually the same base set in both. So I'm assuming if that set is coming back, it'll be this base set as well. So there's your base. So I got a playing card this time. So you got Roderick Arias, baseball. Again, I'm not entirely sure. So some of the baseball prospects are drafted, some aren't. He's not a name I recognize, so I'm not sure if he is. Forgive me on that one. Then you got Marjan Beauchamp, a French basketball player, I assume with a name like Marjan. Nope. Born in Seattle, so shows what I know. So all these guys are prospects. Some of them are drafted, some of them aren't, so it's a horizontal version. So we have Alyssa Liu on the 3 of spades. So last year, like I said, they were a goofy, like made-up animal names. My kids liked them a lot. My kids are going to like these ones less, but that's okay. So we get lots of playing cards. You do get fillers. That is Jemani Swanson. So he is a Harlem Globetrotter, a 4'5" Harlem Globetrotter. I was going to say he looks a little short to be a basketball player, but shows what I know. And then Dyson Daniels. So there's always a very somewhat simple design, Goodwin Champions every year, and it's a very simple, like regular O-Pee-Chee sort of feel to the cards. They're very little gloss, usually how they are. So there's pack number 1. As always, like I said, if you guys enjoyed the product reviews, the content, usually hockey, but I do some other stuff in here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. I love that. And again, get in those, check out that other video in the description and get into the giveaway for those hobby boxes. So Joao Felix, there's like a 17-year-old, he's a Portuguese soccer player. I know that much. Can't remember if the one guy I was reading about, it's like 17, he plays pro soccer already. I don't know if that's him or not, but anyway, Portuguese soccer player. I think he did play for the Portuguese national team. So we got Allen Iverson. I know he's a legend. So there he is on the portrait. So here's our first splash of color. Look a little different this year, actually. So Kate Bach, a model. Victoria's Secret model, perhaps, if I remember reading correctly. Yeah, Victoria's Secret model there. So last year, these splash of colors weren't a chromium card. So that's kind of neat. They're a little nicer looking this year. They were much simpler last year. Then we got a tennis legend, female tennis legend, Maria Sharapova. Katerina Macario. Female soccer player there. Brazilian. Except she plays for the U.S. So Brazilian soccer player plays for the U.S. national teams. There you go. Cards definitely feel a little thinner than they did last year. So, all right, so another splash of color here. Oh, it's a lenticular, I think, actually. So this is the first time I've pulled a lenticular out of here. So this might be one of our hits. So Darius Garland, basketball there. So possibly drafted, not entirely sure. Some of the guys I know are drafted, but him I don't know. So here's a lenticular. So I've been wanting to pull one of these for a while. So this is a bounty card. Okay, so not a bounty card here. So this is a 3D splash of color lenticular. Hopefully there it's catching it good. So that's what those are. So he's a Ricardo Pepe soccer player. So he is an American soccer player. So Dallas is professional soccer. He plays for Dallas, I guess. Or home state of Texas, plays for Dallas. So first time I pulled one of these lenticular cards. They're a little harder to pull than just standard splashes of color. So unfortunately, I think that counts as a hit, which is not great. Maybe not, though. It might just be a bounty card. Plus, you can get 3. You can technically get 3 hits. So, and behind that, Brady House, fairly highly ranked baseball prospect. Again, I can't remember exactly. And Alex Alcala, was he the 17-year-old soccer player? Yeah, it's probably him because he played under 16 with Mexico at age 12. So obviously a very good soccer player. So another shiny parallel in here. So we got Virgil Ortiz Jr. So we have a boxer there. Amen Thompson. Signed a fresh contract in 2021. I wish they said when they're drafted on here because a lot of these guys are like high-level draft picks, like 2nd, 3rd, 4th overall, and I just can never remember. So there's a Yiddy cap, a splash of color parallels. It's numbered. Sometimes they're numbered and you can't see. Yeah. So here's numbered parallels. So 124, 499. This is the orange prism. So this is the new one this year. So the 499. So again, baseball prospect there. So he signed a deal with Miami in 2021. So he's a potential Marlin if he's not playing yet. Baseball's always so weird how they prospect so different from hockey. So Francisco Trincao or Trincao. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Don't pretend to either. I guess in this case Portuguese. He's from Portugal, so it'll be a Portuguese last name. And then there's Marjan Beauchamp again. Also don't speak French. Horizontal of DJ Ugalele. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a guy who definitely plays professional basketball now. So Ben Simmons is an actual basketball player, not some kind of a goofy prospect or anything like that. Then we got the Goodwin Champions Platinum, I guess, non-numbered, of Jose Perdomo. So again, another baseball prospect. And then this is funny. When I read the checklist for this, I saw Nikola Jovic, which I thought was Nikola Jokic. And I was like, oh, cool, he's in here. And then I took another look at it. Yeah, no, Nikola Jovic, who, if they say he's born in England, he's Serbian. So maybe he was born in England and went to Serbia. I just know he's Serbian, just like Jokic is. So pretty funny how similar their names are. And then there's John Pack, who John Pack now, normally for most people, a totally unremarkable PGA Tour golfer. He turned pro in 2021. But I was looking up his stats, and his only win since turning any kind of pro, a Canadian Tour victory, he won the Saskatchewan Open in 2021, which is where I live at Elkridge, which of course is just like an hour and a half north of here where he won that. So pretty crazy that he's in this set, and that's the tournament he's won so close to where I live. So it'd be cool to pull something of his, even though it's probably not worth much, but at least has a local connection. I do believe there is retail of this. I will definitely grab some blaster boxes of this when I see it on the shelves. I don't know if my LCS will get it, but Walmart always has it. So you got a fencer, Olga Karlin. So like I said, everything is in here, including fencers. So probably an Olympic world champion fencer. There you go. You got Keaton Slovis, not a name I recognize from football. At USC in 2020. So yeah, I'm not sure where he got drafted. I know that Bryce Young and CJ Stroud are in here. So the 2 first and second picks from this year's NFL draft do have cards in here. So you got Natalie Ann Lynn. So she's an actress. She was in Gotham and the Goldbergs, I think, is what her claim to fame is. There she is on the 6 of clubs. Aspen Ladd, so an MMA fighter. I don't really follow MMA at all, so these people are all being new to me. I used to follow it a few years ago, but and there's Tiger Woods, of course. He goes without saying. Pulling an autograph of him out of here would be absolutely massive. But there he is on the horizontal. Ricardo Pepe, soccer player, again horizontal. Another model, Healy Blundell. So what is she a model from? We got Jordan behind there. That's awesome. So she's a mixed martial arts, but Cherry Bucks a model, but she also does mixed martial arts. So she's a ring girl. Okay, so she's actually a UFC girl. They're just saying as model. Even on the checklist, I think it shows up as UFC girl. So here's the base splash of color. Okay, so that was actually a platinum parallel before. So here's the base splash of color of the man, MJ himself. Again, pulling an MJ autograph out of here would be life-changing, probably. Maybe not. I don't know how much these sets are sort of revered compared to other cards, but he just doesn't have autographs other places because of his weird exclusivity contract. Allen Iverson and it's Keaton Slovis guy again. I always just say these sets are basically just vehicles to get like Michael Jordan autographs out into the wild. Like Upper Deck don't release any basketball products, and if they did, it would be an unlicensed product that no one would want to buy anyway. So you make a goofy, weird set like this to get a Jordan's autograph out there. So there's Robert Schwartzman, a race driver, so Formula 3 championship winner. So again, it's like prospecting, right? So this guy probably will race F1 at one day, or maybe will race F1 at one day. So it's like a prospect card. It's kind of neat. There's Joao Phoenix again, the Portuguese soccer player. So here's another regular splash color of Shaden Sharp. He's a basketball player. I know the name. So decent names there on these ones. And again, they're always being unlicensed. No, you never get jersey or anything. It's kind of funny to see them in their street clothes, but that's kind of like a hallmark of Goodwin champions. Riley Green, one of the good baseball prospects this year, or one of the good rookies this year, actually. He's having a good year. Yeah, playing for Detroit. So top rookie. And then LeBron, got him in a suit this year. Last year he was just like chilling in a leather jacket, but looks like he actually posed for a picture this time. They didn't just walk up to him while he was sitting there and be like, surprise. All right, another playing card here. So Kate Bach and the Victoria's Secret model, I think. No, Sports Illustrated. So there you go. Sports Illustrated model. You got Asar Thompson. What's his deal? So undrafted here. So he's one of the highly rated prospects in 2023. You never know if he goes high. Cool. If he ever goes high, cool to have a card. So you got Kate Bach. There you go. So a Kate Bach packs. Who, queen of. Makes sense to have her as a queen. Fair enough. So Queen of Spades there. And then Pepe again and Maria Sharapova. So yeah, like I said, you'll see the same guys over and over again, especially being that it's technically only 60 people and not 40. So we're still waiting on that second hit. It's nice to at least get two guaranteed, not one. Seems to be the trend these days. One. Well, there's Mickey Ward. If you ever seen the movie The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg in there, based on Mickey Ward from where the hell was he from? Yeah, Lowell, Massachusetts. Lowell. Good movie, actually. There's a Marina Beck Romanchuk. So she would be a track and field. Is she a pole vaulter? Long jumper. So she is Ukrainian national champion. Good for her. So just his track and field there. But anyway, there she is. So now here's first Gaudi insert we've seen. A little different this year. So it's more of a similar base stock. Base stock feels a little different, but I think it's the same. So those who don't know, the Gaudi Gum Company made a gum company from way back in the day. Made cards of baseball players like they're worth a ton of money. The vintage cards. That's where the Gaudi name comes from. Angelika Turliga. So she is a karate. So again, most of the people, they're supposed to be champions of some capacity. So she won something, obviously. What it is, I don't know. They're Shaden Sharp again. All right, well, so far, a pretty mundane box. We'll see what we got here. So Danny Way, first skateboarder to jump the Great Wall of China. I know that much. Thrasher skate cover a couple times, I believe. So he's like 49 years old now. Now he's basically like a businessman, but one of like the pioneers of skateboarding. There's Wayne in his suit. Looking good there, Wayne. So again, the only hockey player in here is the great one. That's it for hockey content. And then we got Sam Meyer. He's a race car driver. Which you wouldn't know on this because it doesn't say. You just have to know in this case. You got Christian Hernandez, baseball prospect, and Kate Bach again. Playing cards. A lot of playing cards. Always a staple of the Goodwin champions. There's Michael Foster. There's DJ Ugalele again. So we got Allen Iverson. Just in his street clothes there. It's cool. So you go Bryce Young. First or second overall. I should probably know this, but I don't follow football that well. But I did watch the draft, or I did pay a little bit of attention this year. So CJ Stroud go first. He went second. I know that he and CJ Stroud both have like a dual auto in here, which would be pretty crazy to pull. That's Alex Akal again. I pay more attention to things like the hockey draft. You know, the legend Ken Griffey Jr. Obviously, greatest baseball players of all time. He's in here. His auto would also be pretty cool to pull. So he is just rocking a suit and a bat. So you got Beck Romanchuk again. It's a Gaudi insert of Jordan. That's a pretty cool picture of him. That's an old picture, but that's a cool one. The GOAT, in my opinion. Maybe it's just because of my age. There's Armando Cruz. And there you go. Will Zalatoris. Finally won a little while ago there. There's second a whole bunch and then finally won. I can't remember what. Not a major, but he won a tournament. So not always a filler, but fillers in this one. He's got Eamon Thompson again. There's a Yeti Cap. You got a Dyson Daniels Platinum. Those are all world cards, I think I've seen. All world cards might only be in retail, though. So, again, just platinum, non-numbered base platinum of a basketball. And then we got Virgil Ortiz Jr. again and Brian Acuna. Acuna is a very popular name in baseball. Venezuelans named Acuna. All right, well, we're getting down to it here. So, we're in our second hit. This makes me think that lenticular card was actually a hit. So, here's Hex, the former Call of Duty professional and owner of Optic Gaming, which I do know. All sorts of podcasts and all sorts of other stuff. So there's Hex. That'd be a funny auto to pull, gaming auto. One thing I'm sure a lot of people don't know is that Upper Deck actually has a Call of Duty League card set. They came out for 2021 at least. I'm not sure if they're doing another one. When I saw that, I thought that was pretty crazy. I actually thought about buying a box. I am a big Call of Duty fan. Played a ton of Warzone. Don't play much anymore, but big Call of Duty fan for a long time. Was going to buy a set, but like the boxes go for a ton of money. So I don't know how much there's for retail in there, so I decided not to. But here's Junior on a, is this a parallel? Rainbow Red. So yeah, so at Goodwin Champions Platinum Rainbow Red, I guess is what you'd call this. So non-numbered parallel though, interesting looking card. Nice and shiny, definitely not perfect, a little bit of surface damage there, but overall not bad. He's a good guy to hit. And then you got Brady House again and Alyssa Liu, American figure skater. I think we have our second hit here. Wayne Gretzky there. Definitely an older picture, loving the hair there. I think this is a hit. It's probably some kind of a, sorry, damage, which sucks. But we'll pull from the back here, see what this is. So Oscar Thompson, got MJ there again, and so we'll see what this is. This is, I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. So this is one of those portrait cards. So there's Josephine Scriver, so she's a model. Victoria's Secret model. So these are, I think, considered a hit. All right, so non-numbered. This is 1 in 53 to pull these, so a little more difficult to pull. So that's sad. It's probably one of our hits, I think, anyway. So yeah, so I mean, that's one of the, it's not a splash of color or a platinum card, so that'd be our second hit. So interesting hits in this box. One thing you get with this set, you never know what your hits are going to be. We got 4 packs left yet, so we may still hit another hit, because I'm just not sold that that lenticular card was a hit or not. Henry Davis, baseball, Armando Cruz. See, lots of baseball, lots of prospects. Armando Cruz again, back to back. There you go. If you're a Armando Cruz fan, this is a pack for you. Peyton Watson and Darius Garland. Jojo Roper, obviously a server, and probably a surfing champion of some kind. I've never heard of him. It's Diego Jota. Splash of color of Robert Schwartzman again. F1 driver. And all right, so interesting autograph. Now here's Whitney Miller is the chef. So this is kind of hilarious that I pulled the chef's autograph, because this is the funniest person that's in this set, I think. So she is the first ever Master Chef winner from 2010. And how do I know that? Well, I looked it up, because I don't actually know that. But the funny part is that I do actually remember my wife watching that show. So when I saw her picture, I was like, oh, I think I remember her. So on-card autograph, which is cool. She has a nice autograph. I'll give her that. Standard autograph, 1 in 60. If you're into the culinary arts, it's probably a cool card. I don't know. Like I said, you just never know with this set. You might get an MJ autograph, or you might get a chef from the first season of MasterChef. You just never know. All right, well, at least that proved to me that splash of color lenticular card was just a splash of color. It's not actually considered a hit. So Henry Davis, got Josephine Scriver again there. So there's the model whose portrait I just pulled. Got Michael Foster on the Gaudy card. Got Christian Hernandez and Nolan Hickman. So you get lots of basketball prospects and lots of baseball prospects. Do for our last platinum parallel there. So we got Nikola Jovic, Josephine Scriver again, and we got Joao Felix. I know that name is Joao because my wife used to work for a guy named Joao, Portuguese soccer player there. He plays for, that's right, he plays for Atletico Madrid. He plays, there's Marcelo Mayer. Yeah, so if you do the bounty program, you get a red autograph of this guy, number 225, so not really worth it. And Steven Bergevin, Dutch soccer player there to finish it off. All right, so there you go. A box of one of the weirdest sets you can buy. So good to definitely expand your sports knowledge, and yeah, potentially, like I said, hit some crazy names like Jordan. But we didn't hit anything too big in this one. But so here's your regular inserts here. So you get the shiny cards. Griffey parallel is always cool. These cards don't really have a lot of value, just because like if you're a Griffey collector, you want him in his Mariners uniform, or you know what I mean. Like, no, you don't want him standing there with a golf shirt on, holding a random bat. If you're a set collector, the cards are cool. Kind of, it's just neat this year to see the actual people on them. I like that better than the goofy animals, although my kids are gonna like it a lot less. But so our parallel, we hit the Yadi cap there. So if he ends up being, big time baseball player, well, cool to have a card of him. Phoenix, and this, happy to hit one of these. I've opened a few boxes of this and never hit one of the lenticular cards. So, and then interestingly enough, both of my 2 hits that count in this box are women, which is kind of interesting. Josephine Scriver model and Whitney Miller, the chef. Like I said, the chef who won the first season of MasterChef. So if you're a MasterChef fan, this is pretty cool, I guess. I like to cook, but I'm definitely not a MasterChef fan. Although I do have to admit, I've watched more cooking shows than I probably would like to admit. Again, at least keep props where props are due. She's got a cool autograph, and that's probably 10 out of 10 auto. Good penmanship, no streaking, no nothing. So maybe I'll send this one in to get graded and have a pop 1. Who knows? There you go. Thanks for watching this weird one. Hopefully you enjoyed that review of that set of weirdness. It's one of my favorite sets, as weird as it is. It's very hit or miss, like all things in this hobby. Crazy high ceiling, super low floor, super weird floor. I think I kind of hit it. Hitting a chef in a sports card set, it's weird. But I mean, it's not a true sports card set, but it's still weird. So anyway, a fun set for $150. It's cool to open that. I think I'd rather... It's just a fun change of pace every now and then to open some different cards. So lots of fun there, and you can hit some crazy cards, so you never know. Yeah, if you want to get involved in those, get yourself entered to win the other 4 hobby boxes I got up right now. Link in the description below. Drop a comment, like the video, do all that good stuff. Be entered to win one of those 4 hobby boxes. Thanks for watching this far. Always appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the weirdness, and we'll see you in the next one.